I am so excited. So as you can see in the background, there's a CL500 with number plates. Yeah. Hey there guys, welcome back to EG's Garage, and today is my newly registered Mercedes-Benz CL500. Now if you're new to the channel, you would probably not be aware of the dramas that I've had trying to get this vehicle that I've owned for about 3 months on the road. You can check out those videos up in the corner, but yeah, so essentially, in the state of New South Wales, in Australia, an unregistered car, or a car that's come from another state, has to undergo what's called a blue slip inspection. There would be various other types or similar types of inspections in other countries, I would imagine, but essentially what that means is an independent workshop goes through the car with a very fine-tooth comb and determines whether it's roadworthy or not. Now, the first inspection, which was about 2 months ago, that the front shocks, or one of the front shocks and a rear one, were not working. Now, I couldn't believe this. Like you would normally see with a car that's got sort of failed, I guess, hydraulic shocks. So this was a real, and I wasn't getting any messages on the dashboard either. So this was a real disappointment for me. So thinking that I was doing the right thing, I took the car to my regular mechanic. And he's a Mercedes specialist, so he has all the diagnostic equipment. And it got even worse from there. So essentially, I was told that the car would cost about as much as what I paid for it. And indeed, in the previous video that I did on this car, you would know that the estimate on the struts alone were in excess of 12,000 Australian dollars. So I was just incensed at that, more so that because he didn't really, he wrote off the vehicle and was pretty much of the opinion that, that the car wasn't worth, repairing and fixing and keeping on the road. Now, looking at it now, I just cannot fathom that the best that we could do was to essentially throw the car away or resign the car to the scrap heap. A car that only has 92,000 kilometres, and as you'll see in clips in this video, I drove this car down to Wollongong today, and it drove absolutely beautifully. It was just an absolutely beautiful ride. The system, the ABC system, is amazing. And anyone, in my opinion, that rips the heart out of a car like this is not doing justice to the car, because that really is the beauty of these cars, is this hydraulic system. So, I just think, best to grin and bear it, fix what needs to be fixed, and just start to enjoy the car, which is precisely what I'm doing now that it's registered. So, okay guys, let's go for a drive. Driving the CL500, which has just been freshly registered after all the dramas that I had with registering the car. We finally, in the end, got there, which is just fantastic. And I have been driving it a little bit over the last couple of days, but this is actually the first actual drive, and we're actually doing a club drive, car club drive to the there's a car museum over in Wollongong, and we're taking a drive to that. So stay tuned. I'll just bring you some clips of the drive, and then I'll also show you some of the museum as well.
The Australian Motorlife Museum is situated about an hour and a half drive from Sydney and features mostly English cars from the pre-war era, including this beautiful Rolls Royce and this 1913 Minerva Tourer, which belonged to a Belgian prince. Also on display were plenty of Lotus and early model Fords. On my way home, I took the scenic route through Mount Kira, which, as you will see, has plenty of sharp turns and narrow roads. The route gradually takes you up from Wollongong and over the Illawarra Escarpment, which is a mountain range around 2,600 metres or 8,500 feet at its highest point. The three major routes that allow traffic to traverse the escarpment is Picton Road, Macquarie Pass and Appin Road. The most scenic would be the Macquarie Pass, with its tight hairpins and forest providing a picturesque canopy over the road. The CL500 handled the drive extremely well. You can feel how the active suspension literally irons out the road ahead while eliminating any kind of body roll. It's purely an amazing driving experience. Acceleration wise, the CL500 has heaps of power on tap, and the exhaust note is definitely not unwelcome. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button to stay updated on our latest content. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and comments below, and see you in the next video.